Well, good morning all. Welcome to the first VMUG of 2026. Can't believe we've got to 2026, but there you go. And welcome. Have you all been to a VMUG before, or is this anyone's first time? First time? Excellent. That means I get to carry on through my slides and explain a bit about what VMUG is, and I don't bore everybody. So we're VMUG, VMwareUserGroup. Welcome. This is your London volunteer team who get all this going. Some of us are here today. So what is VMUG? VMUG is a user group for VMware products. It's separate from Broadcom, so we're an independent organisation. Obviously, you know, Broadcom are here. There's some Broadcom members of the team running it, but we are, you know, legally and technically separate from Broadcom. So we're not going to try and sell you anything, except for the things I'll try and sell you in a minute. We're generally honest about what's there, and the speakers we have are from all over the community. So if you want to come on and do a talk and say, I had a really bad time with this VMware product and this is how I got around it, that's fine. It's that sort of group. Obviously, if you want to come along and say, I had a really good time with the VMware product, and this is what happened, that's also allowed as well. Like to say a big thank you to OVH Cloud. Anso and Liam have got here today. They've hosted us, catered for us, provided us with some AV equipment, all those things that are really difficult when you're trying to organise a user group meeting. They've just taken that off our hands and done it, so thank you very much to them. And they're going to do a session later and tell you about OVH Cloud's offerings in the space, but feel free to have a chat with them throughout the day. I'm sure they'd love to talk to you about it. Few practicalities. This is an inclusive event. Be excellent to each other, to quote Bill and Ted. But if you do see anything that's not right, please come and talk to us, and we'll do our best to fix it. Please don't chat during the sessions, just so that the other people can hear the speakers. And if you can't hear the speakers, we're not in a massive room here, but if you can't hear me or any of the other speakers, please let us know, rather than waiting to the end and then saying, oh, I just couldn't hear a word that guy said. Unless it's me, and then you don't need to listen. It's not, you don't want to hear what I'm saying. Anything we do today should be considered public. So if you're one of the speakers, consider that someone might tweet about it or take a photo. We are recording the sessions where possible, so if you don't want to be recorded, just let us know. And the camera's pointing here, so unless you're standing in this space, you're probably okay. Fire alarms, there's no scheduled fire alarm test today, so if the alarm goes off, calmly and quietly leave the building. The nearest exit to here is through that door. Press the button, go through there. Don't go into the ladies' toilets, but go down the stairs instead. There's a big fire exit sign just as you go through there. And if you need Wi-Fi, the details are on the back of your name badge. I said we weren't going to sell you anything. There is a product that VMUG does, which is called VMUG Advantage. So all our meetings are free in London, but we do offer an Advantage subscription. This gives you, it's $210 a year at the moment, so whatever that equates to on the current exchange rate. But it is very good value because first up you get $125 off your VCP exam. So if you're thinking of taking one of these, you've made half your money back like that. If you pass that exam or you already have a VCF certification, you can get licenses for use in your home lab. So you can run VMware Cloud Foundation on your non-production service. If you want to test things out and learn more. There's also discounts to the VMUG Connect events, which I'll cover in a minute, where you get VIP access, you get more free exams there, extra content and some special swag apparently. There's a discount on the big VMware Explore event, which is in Vegas, plus there's thousands of pounds of other learning content and discounts. So it's very worthwhile if you're interested in the products, if you're interested in learning about the products, especially if you've got like a home lab you want to run some stuff on, have a look at that. It's on the VMUG website. And any profits they make out of it go back into making things like this happen. Some other dates for your diary. First up, if anyone fancies going north of the border next week, we have the Scottish VMUG in Glasgow. So that's organised by the Scottish team, who are very like us, but with better beards and kilts? Okay. Better stereotypes, anyway. If you happen to be in the US in February, there's the Explore on Tour. So we had an Explore on Tour hit London last summer. I know many of you were there, and hopefully you enjoyed that. This is the only one advertised at the moment. I don't know, and I don't know if anyone from Broadcom can fill me in whether it's coming back to London later in the year. Explore on Tour?
Yes.
It is, okay. You heard it, I don't know when, but...
Maybe don't quote me on that one.
Okay. You may have heard it here.
It's a similar time as last year. I think it's a
Bit earlier than last year. Okay.
I think it's 2 days.
2 days?
So
Yeah.
it's only 1 day this year, and I think it's 2 days.
It's 2 days, okay.
It'll be in a different venue, but we don't know which venue.
Don't know it. So keep your eyes open for that Explore on Tour in London later in the year. London VMUG, we haven't lined up our next date yet, but we're planning on coming back probably in the summer, but not the same weekend as an Explore on Tour in the summer or anything like that. We usually do something sort of around June time. And VMware Explore, which is the big show in Las Vegas, they don't do a European one anymore, and that's currently the week of the 31st of August. Ticket details haven't been publicly announced yet. I mentioned VMUG Connect earlier, so this is a new series of events run by VMUG rather than Broadcom VMware. There was one last year in St. Louis in the US as a test event, and I think that went down very well. The first one this year is in Amsterdam, so there's a number in some other US cities. Minneapolis, whether you want to go there at the moment, I don't know. Toronto, Dallas, and Orlando. So US and Canada dates there. But obviously Amsterdam's a lot closer. And it's for 3 days in March. So that is a paid-for event, unlike other VMUGs. But it is very cheap. I think it was $200 or euros or some currency. And obviously, if you're a VMUG Advantage subscriber, you get a discount on top of that. I think several people here are planning on going to that event. So yeah, 3 days of very technical content in there, real user stories, the sort of things you get here, but sort of bigger and Dutcher. If you're keen in keeping in touch with us, we're sort of all over various social medias, both as the London VMUG entity and the wider VMUG. So VMUG is a global community. There's I think there was 150,000 VMUG members across the world in various chapters. So we're just the London bit of that. As I said, there's a Scottish one. There's obviously one in Amsterdam. There's all over the world. So they have their social channels as well. So yeah, LinkedIn, Twitter's, YouTube's, Facebook, And we've also got a call for papers. So if you're interested in talking at one of these events, if you've got an interesting story to tell, please send us a thing along there. The QR code goes to a page that links to some of these. But yeah, the more community content we get, the better. That's really what drives these events and makes them different from a corporate sales event, is finding out how people are actually using the technology, what they're doing with it, the stories they've got to tell from that. Broadcom rewards. So we have a stand over here with some more information on this, but Broadcom rewards is an online thing run by Broadcom where you can you complete challenges for points. So the challenge might be reading a website or filling in a survey or watching a video or learning about something, completing a lab session. You get access to a lot of learning information. It kind of gamifies the learning. I know that's helped me in the past, rather than sitting there with a textbook going, how the heck am I going to like get a VCP out of this? Oh, well, I can read this article and I get some points. And I can watch this video and I get some points. And I've accidentally learnt something on the way. But you get these points and you can swap them for swag. So cups and jackets and bags, and there's a Yoda keyring there. But yeah, if you go to this website or just search for Broadcom rewards and have a look at that, lots of chance to get some free stuff and accidentally learn stuff along the way.
Sorry, if I could jump in.
Yes, go on.
So, just a caveat that this only public companies, restricted parties cannot get like the free items, unfortunately. But everyone can join the workshops. That's open to both restricted parties and non-restricted parties. But yeah, just a caveat before you.
Oh, so if you're a government,
Yes,
if you work for government.
associated, unfortunately, you can't use the points to get the free items, but you can still join the workshops and read the articles and get the knowledge from it.
Yeah. We wouldn't want the tabloid press picking up that government departments being bribed with Yoda key rings and. Right, so this is our agenda for today. Hopefully you've already done registration, grab a coffee and catch up in person. This is welcome. After I finish here in a moment, Gareth is going to give an unofficial Broadcom update on the latest happenings in the world of Broadcom. Then our friends at OVH are going to do a session and tell us some of the interesting things they're up to. We'll have a break for coffee. There might be some of those lovely pastries left. And then we've got a couple of community sessions. Firstly, talking about detecting malware using machine learning. And then Sam is going to talk about a Terraform and AI with VMware automation. Then we can have some lunch. Then we're going to talk about migrating to VCF using HCX. So Andy and Richard are going to cover that one off for us. Then you've got me back, and I'm going to talk a bit about ClickOps to DevSecOps and how mature is your development pipeline, and a bit about why immaturity might be okay. And then we'll have a break, and we'll finish off with a closing and panel and some networking and refreshments kindly provided by our friends here at OVH. So without further ado, Mr. Edwards, would you like to...